Sorry? Even though she must have heard those words of apology, Rosa's expression actually darkened. Maybe those words had been undesired? Maria didn't know what to do and cautiously watched to see how her mother would act. Then, even though it should have been such an important ticket stub, Rosa crushed it up and hurried off to her room. Maria didn't really understand what she had done wrong.
Ew. I must have done something I shouldn't have. That paper must have been something important for Mama's work. And I touched it without asking. Uryu! You didn't do anything wrong, Maria. But look how happy we are tonight as well. Yeah. Happy.
And when Mama takes a bath and clears her head, she'll go back to being normal, nice Mama. So you mustn't worry about it. Uryu! You're right. Mama's tired too, after all.
You mustn't worry about it. You're so very happy tonight. Uryu!
Please, stop. I can't bear to watch this. Angie, I think you're doing your happiness in the wrong way. You're the one with the wrong. How can you call this happiness? It's too painful for me to even watch anymore. What is? That Mama suddenly got mad. It happens sometimes when people get tired. Condemning a person because of momentary misplaced emotion isn't very adult of you, Angie. I can't believe I'm hearing this from a 9-year-old. That's not the problem, is it? That ticket stub you picked up was clearly strange. How? There was something strange about it. It has something to do with the happiness of that night. Aunt Rosa called you saying that she'd be staying over at work because of her job, right? What? Why Atami? Is that what you call a vacation? It means she left me behind and went on vacation, doesn't it? And you normally don't go on vacation by yourself. Even if it was a ticket for Atami, that alone doesn't make it proof that Mama lied and went on vacation, does it? She lied on the phone, changed her expression like that, and grabbed it from you! What proof could you want? It might be from a business trip long ago, right? Or maybe she just happened to pick up some trash or something and put it in her pocket. It might even be received from someone who works for her who went on a business trip. In that case, it was important for her work. It wasn't toys, so I can understand why Mama took it away. This evidence you're talking about is nothing more than circumstantial evidence. Imagination and illusions. I don't know why you're interpreting it so that my relationship with Mama is so bad. I'm the one who doesn't understand how you can interpret it in a way that's so convenient for Aunt Rosa. You really are a poor child, Angie. They're bribing so they can make you happy. So many of them scatter all about your feet and you can't find them. Instead, all you find are the unhappy fragments. You keep getting hurt over and over. That's why you get scared of being hurt. You can't even start looking around this until after you finish making sure that there's nothing around you that could hurt you. When I talk with you, Oni-chan, it gets hard to tell which one of us isn't making sense. You know what? There are lots and lots of both happy and unhappy fragments. The world is full to brim with both kinds. The people who can't find happiness right besides them won't be able to find it no matter where they go looking. Like Tito and Murto searching for the blue bird. Yes. Story did have that moral. You're the complete opposite, Angie. You're searching for a world without a single unhappy fragment. But even that's the same as the blue bird. So you'll be unable to find your own happiness for all eternity. Alex Hansel, is he? Isn't he the blue bird? Give it a rest already. I got the point that seeming like happiness was wasted because of a single scrap paper that fell from a coat. It's scary, isn't it? A single scrap paper can do that. In that case, the power to get happiness back can also lie in a single scrap paper. Don't you think? Just when she had finally been able to bond with Maria after so long, Rose was faced with a mixture of rage, anger, sadness, and a fierce self-hatred as she flew into her room and closed the door. Maria's sorry had stuck in her chest more sharply than any knife. Then, she noticed a cute envelope placed on her study table. It's probably something that had come with a girl's magazine. Mama, my happiness for you to share, it said. She took it, hesitated, opened it, and read what was inside. Then, after drawing the surface of the paper with 2 large tears, she flew out of the room, hugging Maria from behind. She headed for the bathroom. Buried her face in her daughter's back and cried. And, realizing that she was the one who should truly be saying sorry, she apologized to her. And when Maria asked why, she gave no answer. See? Already made up. Another thing like that was absolutely nothing to worry about. There's a friendliness between Mama and me. Your happiness is... It's too painful for me. I do understand your feelings more or less, Angie. Until I realized my power. You know, I was just like you. A sorry child can only find fragments filled with misfortune. What is this? What is this power? Power that I don't have, but you do. And are you saying that me not having is the reason I have misery and you have joy? So what is this thing that you can't describe except with an abstract word like power? Yeah! That's what you want to know, isn't it, Angie? That's why you've been reading my story all this time. Of course I'll teach you. The secret to that power. I did teach you about it long ago when you were little, you know? Did you forget? Don't worry, you'll be able to remember it. Now no, she will teach you. She? Who's that? I shall teach you in Maria's place. Beatrice? The power that Maria has, but you do not. Yep! The power I have, but you do not. That is magic. Maria and Beto said it together. Then he started giggling because they said it at the same time. It was innocent behavior, which somehow seemed unlike Beto. Black tea was arranged on a table in a peaceful garden. And Beto, Maria, and Sakatoru were sitting on Maria's lap, having fun chatting. Oh, I see, so he's called Sakatoru. And your best friend, you say? Uryu. It's nice to meet you. My name is Sakatoru. Sakatoru's shy, so he's nervous right now. It's okay. Beatrice is my wonderful friend too. Uryu? Are you my friend? Are your friends my friends? Yeah! Uryu? Then I'm Beatrice's friend too? Yeah! Uryu! Maria, do things like this happen frequently for you in your everyday life? Things? Is breathing the soul of magic into inorganic matter and giving it life in this way a commonplace practice for you? Sakatoru is an organic material. It's a lion club. I mean. Uryu! A stuffed animal makes for an excellent vessel. Therefore, when it is spoken to by an innocent child without toxin, it's uncommon for a spirit to take up residence within in an attempt to respond to them. According to Beatrice, when a child plays with the dolls sometimes gain an actual will and converse with them, in rare cases be moving on their own. However, the power that can imbue in such a vessel is very weak due to their innocence. If even a tiny bit of toxin from human's common sense gets involved and tells them that there's no way a doll can talk or move, it instantly reverts to being an ordinary and non-speaking doll. However, this Sakatoru stuffed animal of yours is different. Sakatoru is a stuffed animal, but he's not just a stuffed animal. Uryu! Lion cub! Uryu! Sakatoru is a lion cub. But still a kid, so he can't go go sometimes. Uryu! Beatrice let out a sigh of admiration as she gazed at Maria playing around with Sakatoru at the table loaded with tea. How incredible. Sakatoru, even with a core of cloth and cotton vessel, has completely manifested into the human world. He has his own character, talks with the summoner freely. And he even moves by his own will. And what is most surprising is I do not summon him by name as a being from another world. I created him out of the sea of zero. After that, Maria boasted to Beto that Sakatoru was her only friend and that when she went home, there would be plenty more of them. You can think that there were other similar stuffed animals and dolls who, like Sakatoru, is something natural to Maria. It was natural for stuffed animals to talk, move, and become her friends of their own free will.
When she heard Maria speak of this in that way, Beatrice, as a witch, felt respect bordering on all. Maria, without doubt, that powers of yours is magic. It's magic? But I'm still a witch apprentice. I'm not able to use magic yet. Not so. It is indeed magic. You may be an apprentice as you're unable to use it in full awareness of that fact. But even so, what power this magic has! The manifestation of your friend Sakatoru is excellent proof of that. Manifest!
そなたの場合は想像と呼んでもよいであろうな。他人の手にあっては何の魂も持たぬ無機物がそなたの魔法によって魂を吹き込まれている。
Furthermore, you are using strong power to keep it tethered to the human world.
これほどまでに魔
And
法
this
を
area is so filled with the
否定
toxin
する
that
毒に
denies
満たされた
magic,
現代において
maintaining the magic power necessary to manifest a being to the degree that it can exist as an independent life form. It's not easy even for me. It isn't hard to create soulless beings in any number. However, creating a being with a soul is very difficult. Vito declared this definitively.
Don't understand what you're saying, Beto. You're saying Sakatoro is amazing?
I'm saying that both you and Sakatoru are both marvelous. You may feel proud. What? Yes, that which can do desire above all else seems to dwell most strongly within you.
Don't have a clue why you're praising me so much. Right, Sakatoro? Iryu!
What is truly admirable is not only that you have caused the soul to reside in a stuffed animal. It is the fact that by that act you have changed your own worldview. Your power to create something from nothing is beyond exceptional. It is simple to make 100 from 1. However, creating a 1 from 0 is not easy.
そなたが一人前の魔女になったなら、わらわと双璧どころか、わらわとて一目置かざるを得ない大魔女に成長する。
When you become a full witch, you may not only be a match for me, but even grow into a great witch I must acknowledge as a superior.
原初の魔女。
The witch of origins, perhaps.
そなたの将来がわらわにとっても楽しみだ。
I too am looking greatly to your future.
Beto said I have talent as a witch! Isn't that great, Maria? Uryu! Beto! Thank you for praising Maria!
There's no need to thank me, Sakatoro. That red scarf truly suits you. And I have memories of telling your master that neighbor to create a friend like
そ
you.
なたの主人の才能に嫉妬する。
Uryu!
マフラー褒めてくれてありがとう。
Thank you for complimenting my scarf!
これ、マリアにプレゼントしてもらったの。
I got it as a present from Maria!
僕のお気に入り。
I really like it!
まさにそなた専用のマフラーになるために生まれてきたようなサイズであるな。
And its size is truly as if it were created just for you.
これは。
Yes, in light of this, I see that I must also give my new friend some kind of present.
ベアトがサク太郎にプレゼント？
魔女の贈り物は魔力あるものと決まっておる。
A gift from a witch must be something with magical power, of course.
ならば、そなたの
In
友
that
人
case,
が
so that your
いつま
friend
で
can
も
remain
そなた
your
の
friend
友人で
for
い
all
られる
time, and so that you can have even more fun playing with him.
そなたともっと楽しく遊べるように。サク太郎にわらわの魔力を贈ろう。
I shall give Sakutaro my magical power.
それによりさらに強く権限することができるだろう。
This will allow him to achieve an even stronger manifestation.
Ew! サク太郎ともっともっと楽しく遊べるようになるの？
I'll be able to have much more fun playing with Sakutaro!
どうやって？おりゅ？
Uryu?
マリア、
What could it be, Maria?
それって怖いこと？
Is it something scary?
大丈夫だよ。ベアトは怖いことなんて何もしないよ。
Don't worry, Beto won't do anything scary.
ベアトリー
Right,
チェ。
Beatrice?
うん、
Mm-hmm.
必ず気
I'm
に
certain
入
that
っ
he
て
would
もら
like
え
it.
るはずだ。さて、より強く権限するにはより強
Let
い
us
イ
see
メージ
then.
が必要
Yes,
で
in
あ
order
る
to achieve a
な。
strong manifestation, a stronger image will be necessary.
さてさて。
Well, now,
Lost someone.
what to do?
う
Hmm.
ん。
Beetle folded her arms and thought about what she could do to please them the most. At that moment, there appeared the form of yet another witch. It was Beetle's master, Virgilia. Virgilia true was a great witch. This person Beetle called a great witch must have been a great witch. According to Beetle, not even she could hold a candle to this witch when it came to magical power.
おやおや、
My.
賑やかな
I
声が
thought
聞こえ
I
てく
heard
ると
some
思って
cheery
ね。
voices.
楽しそうなお茶会ですこと。
What a fun tea party this seems to be. Please don't mention the goddamn tea parties, please.
おお、お師匠
Oh,
様。
master.
ちょうどいいところへ。マリアの新しい友人だそうだ。
I hear he's Maria's new friend. Ho, ho, ho.
可愛らしい
What
ライ
an
オンさんです
adorable
ね。
little lion.
ご挨拶はでき
I
るの
wonder
か
if
し
he
ら。
can greet me.
はじめまして。こんにちは。
Hello, nice to meet you.
ウリュウ。
Uryu!
サク太郎と申します。
Sakutaro!
Sakutaro got back down onto Maria's lap and greeted Virgilio with half his face poking out over the edge of the table. He seemed to be very nervous, and this was a witch that even Beetle called master. Ho ho ho.
可愛らしい名前。上手な挨拶ができたご褒美。
As a reward for giving such a good greeting, here's a sweet for you. After waving your hands about, Virgilia held the palm of her hand upwards and made movement as though lightly grasping some of the air. Then she held that closed fist out in front of Sakutaro. And when she opened up, there lay one of those individually wrapped cough drops.
It's candy, Maria! Oh wow, oh wow! Ew! Isn't that right, Sakutaro? Make sure to thank her! Uryu! Thank you so much for the candy! Bow!
Even though Virgilia was a great witch, she still treated a stuffed animal like Sakutaro to an elegant greeting. Still, Master, cough drops are you someone's granny or something? Can you at least pull out some strawberry milk candy? How mean. Perhaps I won't give you candy anymore. Sorry. Well then, Maria, take out your grimoire. And of course, your writing tools. Okay, taking it out? Are we writing something? Oh, what's happening now? I will use the magic master. Magic make a resident of another world manifest into a vessel. I think that by applying that, I may be able to further strengthen the power of manifesting this friend of Maria's. I want to give that as a gift to Maria and her friend. I see. It shouldn't be that difficult for a being that is already manifested. That seems like it would turn out to be a wonderful gift. Oh, then, I shall offer with what modest help I can. If you shall be signing for this magic personally as a witness, Master, that is greatly encouraging. Rejoice, Maria! This shall be a wonderful gift.
Uryu? What's happening? It isn't scary, is it? Is it? Don't know. I don't think it's scary. Wonder what it is. Exciting, huh?
Theo borrowed the grimoire from Maria's handbag and majestically rifled through the pages. Then, finding an empty page among those with magic circles drawn on them, she flattened the book out. And after staring at Sakatoro with a smirk, she suddenly started darting her pen across the page. Something like a written proclamation made by witches to a higher order world. Magic, which would take effect by Vita's writing it and Virgilia giving her signature as a witness. Maria didn't understand what Vita was doing at first, but while you're through, she figured out a wonderful magic power of this document and her eyes began to sparkle.
What is it, Maria? What's he drawing?
Sakatoro was on her lap, so he didn't know what was being written up on the table. But even if he had seen, Sakatoro probably wouldn't have understood.
It's amazing, Sakatoro! Wait a bit, almost done, almost done! Beetle, that's awesome! Beetle, that's awesome!
When it comes to writing documents of power, the Shout Talent is splendid. I expect you could even work as a secretary in the Netherworld. How is this? It should be passable. As she completed the things she had been so intensely concentrating on, Vita looked over the document again from a distance. It seemed like she was fairly satisfied with her work. And Maria, upon seeing also being in on it, let out a cry of wonder.
It's amazing, Beetle! So cute! Ew, ew, ew!
By the name of the Golden Witch Beatrice, I hereby acknowledge Sakatoro, Maria's child. Master, if you would sign as a witness. Yes, yes. By my name, I stand witness to acknowledge this oath. It is done. Virgilia signed, completing the proclamation. It was a powerful document that claimed to the beings of a higher world that Sakatoro had most certainly manifested in the human world. Sakatoro, created by Maria, had received the recommendation of the two witches, Beatrice and Virgilia. That was a great magic manifestation. According to Vita, it was apparently an incredible stroke of luck that Virgilia had been there. The power residing in the proclamation would change drastically depending on the number and the ranks of the witches signing it. Virgilia in particular had many friends in the higher world, so her signature gave the proclamation a power that even Beatles couldn't compare to. By this proclamation, I accept thee, Sakatoro, as an individual with thine own sense of self. I welcome thee as a friend in accordance to the Treaty of Marriage Sorcerer. Henceforth, Sakatoro, thou art our common friend. And as a gift, I shall bestow upon you a form appropriate to that status. Accept it. With the grimoire still open to the page of the proclamation, she turned around and handed to Maria. Maria showed it to Sakatoro on her lap. When Sakatoro beheld that proclamation, in his body made of cloth and cotton, he felt something hot and bright begin to dwell. Wait, oops, it was chapter 2, you mistyped. Oh, you know, I was kind of worried that the Gnosis claims were becoming very dangerously true there, Ark. I was really worried for a second. Even as he looked around, nervous at the sensation that he had never felt before, that power strengthened. And eventually, a bright light completely swallowed him up. There, Maria's friend Sakatoro held a new form and existed.
You're so cute, Sakatoro! Really cute!
Uryu?
Does it really suit me?
恥ずかしくない？
Isn't it embarrassing?
In his very lovely form, Sakatoro-chan. I thought the scarf was his charm point, you see. And the ears! And the ears are nice indeed, truly cute. Allow me to nibble on them later. Thank you, Beatrice! Thank you so much for this wonderful present! There is no need for thanks. This is merely an expression of my respect for you, for your wonderful magic and your friend. And now that you've reached this level, it will not be odd for you to graduate from apprentice at any time. So today I shall initiate you in even newer and more fun forms of magic. From this fate forward, you make yourself Maria, the apprentice, Witch of Origins. What's the Witch of Origins? It's the title of the witch who seeks to become a creator. Right now, you're just an enchanter possessing only enough strength to breathe magical power into smaller objects around you. And after 1,000 years of training, it's on thing whether you could create not just your own system magic, but even a galaxy. The talent of the Witch of Origins is very rare. Even though everyone has it when they are young, no one can continue to hold on to it. This title is also proof that you have not lost your untainted heart.
Witch of Origins! Wow! I'll become one! I'm the Prince Witch of Origins! Maria, that's so cool! Witch of Origins, wow! Awesome, Uru!
Eventually, you'll probably be able to call yourself by the title of a full witch. Lady Maria, the Witch of Origins. It may be a good time now to give not only Sakatoro, but you as well an appearance for your rank. There, I shall give you a proper outfit for one who, while an apprentice, is worthy of calling herself a witch. When Beetle waved the pipe that was her wand, many gold butterflies appeared out of nowhere, grouped around Maria, granted her a wonderful dress.
Oh, wow! Awesome, 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 awesome! So cute, so cute! I want to show these clothes to Mama, too! Can I?
The Vulture's witch must not be shown indiscriminately. Such a thing is worth more if you reserve it for those of most grandiose occasions. And then the Great Witch, the Witch's apprentice, and their new friend Sakatoro had a lively time enjoying the tea together.
See? Look how happy I am! Look how fun this is! Please don't be afraid of being happy. Being happy isn't the same thing as accepting your current misfortune. It means creating a new happiness within your current misfortune. That is the magic of origins.
今の自分の世界を認
I
めた
didn't
く
want to
なかっ
acknowledge my current world.
た。こんなにも孤
I
独
couldn't
で
abide accepting such an isolated and
肯
painful
定する
world.
のが許せなかった。だから
That's why,
マリアお
even
姉ち
though
ゃ
I
んの
was
世
entranced
界
by
に
your
惹か
world,
れなが
Maria
らも
Oni-chan,
最後の一戦で
I couldn't cross the
受
final
け入れら
line.
れなかった。
教えてあげる。
I'll teach
マリ
you
アの原初の
about my
魔法。
magic of origins.
いいえ、教えたことがあったはず。
No, I told you before, right?
そしてあなた
You
にも
used to be able to
使
see
えたは
it.
ずなんだ
I'm
よ。
gonna use it.
忘れちゃった。
Did you forget?
エンジェだってマ
You
リ
were
アージュ
also
ソル
Witcher
シエ
Prince
ール
Angie
に名を
with a
連
name
ねる
entered into the
魔女の
Mirage
見習いだった
Sorcier.
でしょ。
Weren't you?
ええ、
Yes,
そうだったわね。
so I was.
マリアージュソルシエール。懐かしい。
Mariage Sorcerer. It takes me back.
私も
I saw my name
そこ
entered
に
there
名
at
を
one point,
連
didn't
ねてい
I?
ることがあったっけ。
ええ、あれは忘れもしない。
Yes, I would never forget it.
1987
in
年
April
4
of
月のことで
1987.
す。私は友
I
人
received
か
certain strange requests from
ら
a
あ
friend.
る奇妙な依頼を受けました。とある大富
A
豪の
large
品
collection
で
of
あ
books
る
that formed
蔵
the
書
of a
が
very
大
rich
量
man
に
were being
競売
sold
に
at
かけられ
auction.
ていて、その一部に
And it was as though that some of them might have been extremely valued theological and
あるいは
folklore
オカルト的な意
perspective,
味
as
で
well as in
も
a cult
極めて
sense.
価値の高いものが含まれていると思われる、その価値を
This very moment
内
you
密
take a
に
private
見
look
て
at
ほし
their
いと
value.
いうのです。
87年、
87.
六軒島での事
A
件
year
の
after the
半
crime
年
on
後。
Rokujima.
さようです。
Correct.
それらの蔵書は
These books
ロ
were
ッキン
explained
島
as
での難を
escape
逃れた
disaster
も
on
のと説明
Rokujima.
されていました。それを島の所有者である後宮エヴァ氏が競売
So
に
that
出
the
した
owner
と
of the
いうの
island,
です。
Mrs. Ushiromiya Eva, had put them up for auction. They appeared to be in a high-class restaurant. Andy and the middle-aged man were sitting across from one another in a pair of secluded and quiet seats. Amakusa could be seen by the restaurant's entrance. Probably keeping a lookout for visitors to the Sumadero family. The scarlet-seating man across from Andy spoke politely, but with enthusiasm. And so much as touched the spoon in front of him, while communicating effectively the passion with which he was speaking. He was a professor at Southern University, known particularly as the authority on Western folklore. However, among his life works, that was the only one with the most acceptable public face. His true life work was the study of Western occultism, Western magic, alchemy, and all his partner the brother of the occult, as well as demonology. In short, he was one of the people best positioned to understand the details of Kenjo's research.
まず蔵書を鑑定して分かったことは、後宮エ
First,
ヴ
what I
ァ氏
learned
に
by
は
praising
民
the books
族
was that
学
Mrs.
的な教養
Ushiromiya
は
Eva
全
had
く
absolutely no
なく、
education in folkloristics.
そしてその
That
蔵
the
書
original
の
books
本来
owners
の
of the
持
books,
ち
Mr.
主であ
Ushiromiya
る
Kinzo, was
後
without doubt
宮
one of the
金
top 5
蔵氏
authorities
は
on demonology in
日
Japan.
本で五子に入る悪魔学の権威であったことは間違いないということです。
April 1987. A major city antique shop came into possession of a large quantity of ancient texts thought to have high historical value. The texts had been entrusted to them by Ushiromiya Eva, who had requested them be put up for auction on her behalf. At the time, everyone thought that Eva had succeeded the Ushiromiya family and taken all the wealth for herself as the only survivor. However, at that point, barely half a year had passed since the incident, which was not enough for the rest of the family to legally declared dead and abstinentia, even given the ordinary circumstances. Because of that, Eva was thought to have been in a very tight spot financially, unable to even collect from the family's life insurance. It seemed that she tried to sell everything of value. Even the book Seven Kuador and her location where she escaped harm became a target of this. And when the authorities in the field gathered the request of the antique shop to appraise these documents, it was really called the Ushiromiya Library, they were given a shock of their lives.
少なくとも神秘学
At
の
least
見
speaking
地
from
か
the
ら言え
perspective of
ば、
occultism,
その発見が世
shockwaves that
界に与
discouraged
えた
sense through
衝
the world
撃
were
が
compared with the discovery of
世
the
界
Dead Sea
文書
Scrolls.
発見にも後宮蔵書にはなんと
The reason
1000
for
年
this
以上
is
に
that the
もわたる
Ushiromiya
間、
Library
そ
even
の
includes some
存
extremely
在だけ
important
が知られ
documents.
ているにもかかわらず、 発見されていなかっ
Have been
た
known to
数
exist for more
々
than
の
1,000
極め
years,
て
but
重
never
要
been
な文
before
献
been
さえ
found.
含まれていたからです。
The so-called romantic side of the code, epitomized, for example, by alchemy, never ceases to stir an intense fascination in dilettantes. Even now, it's whispered that in various places around the world, a great number of magic books of historical value might be in a secret possession of very wealthy lovers of the code, unannounced to the public. The prime candidates for this are said to be items such as Leonardo da Vinci's notebooks, which are particularly popular among dilettantes. It's said that approximately 5,000 pages of notebooks currently exist, and over 10,000 have been lost. There's some reason to believe that a large part of this large portion may be monopolized by certain dilettantes and millionaires. It's said that because of that, even now, dilettantes, you can't help but seek these spare no extensions to search around for quietly hoarded away in unannounced notebooks. There's probably no doubting that Ushinomiya Kinzo was himself one of those dilettantes. It is unknown what Kinzo went through to obtain these. Undoubtedly, he must have spent his vast wealth like water to buy them off of rich people with the same hobby as him. The discovery of that huge number of books at the end of the 20th century, books so valuable that dilettantes were filled with a desire to hoard them away, and the subsequent release to the public gave the entire world a massive shock.
この一件により、
Due to this incident, the name
ロッキン島
Rokujima
は
became
全
known
世
across
界
the
に知れ
world.
渡ることになります。そして同時に、
At the same time, the world also received a shock at the very large probability that, due to the accident of Rokujima, all large number of discovered books of even greater value have been lost.
ことも これにより、ロッキン島と後宮蔵書の名は
After that discovery, the names of Rokujima and the Ushinomiya Library were certain to remain in our memories for all of time. Our memories. That hour probably meant the occult neck of the woods with the same hobby as Kinzo. That incident caused the name of Rokujima to develop an important meaning within the world of the occult. Certainly, there had been a lot of reporting about the accident at Rokujima, but it hadn't been on an international level. However, this incident circled the globe, taking the image of Rokujima as a small island in Izu archipelago and painting it over as a demonic island with a mixture of riddles, suspicion, mystery, and the occult. In other words, until Kinzo's library is leaked to the public by Eva, Rokujima had been nothing more than a nameless island that no one had thought twice about. It definitely hadn't been a witch's island. However, when knowledge of the Ushinomiya Library spread across the world, Rokujima's image immediately took on the occult twist.
そしてそこへ起こるのが
And
例
so,
の
what
メッセ
happened next in the bottle?
これがあの島を魔女の島に変えた
Is what turned that island to a witch's
伊
island.
豆諸島の無名
Nameless
の小
island
島
in
が
the
オカル
Izu
トの
archipelago
島
began to transition to
そ
a
して
occult
謎
island,
の
and then
魔
to
女
the island of
ベ
the
アトリ
mysterious
ッチェ
witch
の島へ
Beatrice.
と変遷していったのです後宮蔵書とメッセージボトル
You could say that, lacking either the Ushinomiya Library or the message bottle, the Rokujima witch legend will never have been established.
Message bottle.
A message bottle?
はい
Yes!
空の瓶に手
A form
紙
of
を
communication to an
封入し
unspecified target by
封
throwing an
じ
empty bottle with the letters sealed inside
特
it
定対象
into
へ
the
の通
ocean.
信方法です無人島から SOS を発信するというのが
It's
有名
famous
で
as a way of
すが
sending an SOS from Azur's Island, but because of the influence of famous foreign detective novels,
自ら
it's
の
also
死
being
を
known as a
真
method of
実
confessing
を
the truth
告
after
白
one's
す
own
ると
death,
いう
like a time
自
delayed
家
well.
的な遺書としても知られるようになりましたロッキン島メッセージボトル事件は
The
まさ
Rokujima
に
message
こ
bottle
の
was
後
certainly
者
the
だった
latter.
のです
近くの島の漁師が拾っていたというやつですね。
It's the thing everyone says the fisherman on a nearby island picked up.
さようです
Correct.
式日島
We
の
learned
若
that
い
young
漁師
fisherman
が
on
手紙入りのワインボトルを拾っていたことが分かったのです
Shikinejima had picked up a wine bottle with a letter in it.
この若い漁師
The
は
young
興
fisherman
味
happened
本
to
位
be
からそれをた
happened
ま
to keep
た
it
ま
out of
保管して
curiosity.
いましたそれが後宮蔵書でロッキン島が世界的注目を浴びたため
It was only later when
公表したと
Rokujima
いう
fell under
の
the global
です
spotlight due to the Ushinomiya Library that announced his discovery.
その漁師による捏造の可能性は？
Is there any chance it was a fabrication created by the fisherman?
もちろん その可能性も否定で
Of
きま
course, we
せん
weren't able
で
to
した。
deny that possibility.
ワインボトル内のノー
Notebook
ト片
pages
に
in the
は
wine
後ろ
bottle
宮
had a
家の
signature of a
と
certain
あ
member
る
of the
人物
Ushiromiya
に署名
family.
がされていました。後宮マリアという少
A
女
girl
で
named Ushiromiya Maria.
す。しかし、彼女
However,
の
from the
遺品の
handwriting
肉
found
質
her
か
former
ら
belongings, it was
別人
ascertained
の
that the
筆跡
handwriting
であ
in
る
the
こと
letter
が確
belonged to a
認され
different
ま
person.
した。
別人の筆跡？
A different person's handwriting?
さようです。
Correct.
少なくとも
Or at least believe there can be no
少
doubt
女
that
よ
it
り
was written by a
達筆
person
で
more
年
skilled
齢のあ
writing
る
it
人
and
物
of
に
greater
よっ
age
て
than
書か
her.
れたことは彼女の名を語
There's
った
a very high
何
likelihood that
者
been
か
read by
が
someone
執
else
筆
using
し
her
た可
name.
能性が極めて高かったのです。よってこ
Therefore,
の
at
時
that
点
point
で
in
は
time,
ノ
the
ート
contents of
片
the
の
notebook's
内容の
pages were
信
thought to have a
憑
very
性
low
は薄
credibility.
いと考えられました。
However, later on, a sensation was created when it came to light that on the day of the accident, the message bottle had been recovered from the surrounding ocean by the police in their search for evidence.
警察は現
It
場
was
の
that
状
due to the
況
evidence
と
from
ボ
the
トルの
surrounding area and
封
the
印状
intact
況
state
か
of the
ら
bottle seal,
捏造の可
they
能性は
decided that
低
its likelihood
く
of being a hoax was low.
事故直前の数日
And all that had
以
been
内
cast
に
out no earlier
投
than a
棄した
few
も
days
のと
before the
判断した
accident.
ようです。また双方の筆
The
跡は
handwriting
一
for
致
both
しました。
matched.
これにより漁師の発見したノー
This
ト
caused
片
the
の信
credibility
憑
of
性
the
が増
notebook
す
pages
ことと
discovered
な
by
り
the
まし
fishermen
た。
to rise.
メッセージボトルの内容について
As
は
the message bottle's
週
context,
刊誌な
magazine
ど
the
が
light
繰
seemed
り
to have been
返し報
recorded
道
on
し
that
ているよう
repeatedly.
で
Do
す
you require
が
an explanation all the
説
same?
明がいりますかな。
いいえ。一応知っていますので。
I know it more or less. Several sheets of notebook paper have been stuffed into each of the two wine bottles. There are extensive accounts written in the diary-like fashion by some known person calling themselves Ushiro Maria of the events of the day of the accident and the day before. And it was these that prompted the beginning of the witch legend serial murder case. And the mystery of the golden witch Beatrice.
この奇妙な日記
The
風式
desired
には
diary cell
台
counts
風
because
で
the
島
Ushiro
に
family
釘
members
付け
pinned
に
to the
され
island
た
by the
後宮
typhoon.
家の親族たちが魔女復活の儀式に
Come
巻き込ま
in
れ
caught up in a ritual for the
次々に
resurrection
不
witch
可
and
解
killed
な
one
方法
after
で
another
殺
in
されていく
inexplicable
様子
ways.
が記されていました。そして最後に黄金の魔女ベアトリーチェがよみがえり全てを黄金鏡に飲み込む。
The only problem I have with that is, well, let's put it simply, why the fuck would anyone writing the diary not say who died? Like say it was actually written by Maria, okay, and Rosa died, okay. She totally right Mama died last night or something, right? Or Mama went to the Golden Land or anything like that? Or Mama's waiting for me now, like it just... It's hard to believe that the order of deaths wouldn't be, like, in stone, or at least some of them in stone.
まるで
We're almost
そ
though
れこ
this
そが
was a
当
complete
日
picture
の
of the events
全
of
容
that
であ
day.
るかのように記されていました。また当時の
I just think the same things that I know at the time is also
非常
depicted in immense
に
detail.
詳しく描写されており後宮家に勤務したことがある元の使用人たちは間違いなく
And the former servants who once worked for Ishiromiya family have given testimony that the ages were written by someone who knew the details inside the details of the island.
そのおかしな幻想小説と後ろ
Some
宮
of
造
those
書
strange
以
fantasy
降のオ
novels
カ
they
ルト
call
ブー
boom
ム
that started with the Ushiromiya library.
そして結局は真相は闇の中という3つが合わさり六軒島の魔女伝説を生み出したと。
And the fact that the truth remains shrouded in darkness. Combination of all three of these factors is what created the legend of the Rokujima witch.
"さようです。
Correct.
すでに10年以上が経過した事件ですが、未だに世界のオカルトマニアの関心を集
Already
め
more
て
than
いま
10
す。
years had passed since the incident, and it attracts interest of occult enthusiasts throughout the entire world.
いや、むしろ時間を得て、
No, in
ます
fact,
ま
you
す
could
に
say that
神
it has
格
become
化されたと
increasingly
言ってい
deified
る。
as time has passed.
上陸禁止になっている
There's so many
六軒島に
enthusiasts who try to
密か
land
に
securely
上
on
陸
the
しよう
shores
と
of
いう
Ojima,
マニア
even
も
though it has been
未だに多い
prohibited.
とか。未だ未発見のメッセージボトルがあるのではないか。
Could there be another message bottle that has not been
そして
discovered?
あの日、
What really
あ
happened
の
on the
島で
island that
本
day?
当は何があったのか。未だに議論はつきませんとも。
There's so much to discuss, oh yes. Though she had finally remembered that he had been going on for some time, the man took a sip of water. His pottage was now cold, but it seemed like the man's hunger had already been blown away.
さようです。
Correct.
このせいで、ロッキン島ミステリーは
See
さ
that?
ら
The
に
appeal of the
面
Royal
白み
Mystery
が増
increased
した
even
ので
further.
す。2つのボトルの中身
Inside
は
each of the two bottles, a
ど
diary
ちら
style
も
account
事故
describing
前
the
日
events
か
of
ら
the
当
day of the
日
accident
ま
the
で
day
を記
before.
した日記風の式です。しかしその内容
However, while
は
they both cover the same
共に
two-day
前
period,
日
the
から
contents
当
are
日を
completely
記
different.
した内容であり、にもかかわらず内容は全く異なったのです。まるでどち
As
ら
though
か
one
が
is
真
true and one
実
is
で、
untrue.
どちらかが虚偽のように、あるいは両
Perhaps
方と
both
も
are
虚偽
untrue.
なのかもしれない。しかし始まりと終わりだけは一致するのです。
However, the beginning and the end alone do match in both.
始まりは
The 18 people
親
who
族
wrote
た
it are
ち
sealed up in the
18 人
island by
は
the
台
typhoon.
風で島に、そして終わり
At
は
the very end,
全員
everyone
が
dies,
死
the
に
one which revives,
黄
and everything
金
is
の
swallowed
魔
up
女
into the
が
golden
蘇
land.
り、すべては黄金鏡に飲み込まれる。
The contents of both message bottles describe the events of the 2 days of the accident. But the details were completely different. Both diaries outline a serial murder following the epitaph of the witch, but the order of the sacrifices, the manner of their deaths, even the tale of the 2 days are completely different. However, both depict the same ultimate conclusion. Everyone dies and the witch revives. And she, the only survivor, Mrs. Usuromi Eva, remains silent about what happened on the island.
沈黙していた以上、あの2日間の出来事は全てが闇の
The
中
events of that entire 2-day period are shot in darkness.
この2つの日記はその闇を埋める仮説をこともあろうか2つも提示してみせたのです。
These 2 diaries present not just one, but 2 theories to wipe away that
ど
darkness.
ちらの日
You
記で
explain
も
the 2 days with
2日
either
間を
diary.
説明できる。しかし
However, I don't know which is correct or even if there's anything correct contained
あ
within
るい
them.
は正しいことが含まれているのかさえわからないのです。
Gronier's cat box. If it isn't denied, even fiction can be truth. So, through the media, these notebooks, pages have of course been shown to Eva as well, but in the end, she never broke her silence.
誰が何のためにメッセージボトルを
Who sent the message bottles and why?
事件10周年特集を組んだ雑誌が以前大々的に
Remember
取
the
り上げた
magazine
で
that
しょ
put together a special issue for the crime's 10th anniversary? They covered that question in extensive detail.
あの仮説が今日では最も
They covered
支持
that,
を
it
集
seemed
め
that
ているようです。
their theory is the one that garners the most support today.
しかし
But it is
面
rather
白
dull.
みには欠ける。あの島で
What
あ
happened on
の
that island that
日
day?
何が起こったのか、それを考え
Concerning the
る
question of
の
the
が
real thrill of the witch
ウ
hunt.
ィッチハントの醍醐味なのですな。
ウィッチハント
Witch hunt?
ああ、ロッキン島ウィッチハントとは
Yes, the Rokujima witch
この
hunt.
事
Team
件
of
の
a group
真
of
相を
enthusiasts endeavoring to
オカルト
explain
の
the truth
側
that
面
crime
から
from
説明しよ
cult
うと試
perspective.
みるマニアの集いのことです。後ろ宮蔵書から謎の2日間、そして黄金の魔女の伝
From the
説など
Ushiromia Library to the mysterious 2-day period, the legend of the witch and more, discussion of the mysteries that surround Ojima is flourishing even more among enthusiasts.
10周年の時にはニューヨークで国際コンベンションも開かれました。
For the 10-year anniversary, international convention was held in New York.
私も日本
I was
の
representing
代
well,
表として
representing
参加
Japan.
してきましてね。海外の熱心なウィッチハンターと様々な交流をしてきましたよ。
I was able to have a variety of interactions with zealous overseas witch hunters,
海外では魔女はとても人気のあるカテゴリ
which is a
ーで
very
して
popular
ね。
category overseas.
参加者の年齢幅も下は小学生か
The
ら
age span of the participants was truly vast, from elementary schoolers at the bottom all the way to famous cultural figures at the top.
日本でも近年ようやく
In Japan, in recent years, we finally probably don't need any more explanation, but he's one of the most famous Rokujima witch hunters in Japan. Out of that, he just continuing on, excitedly all by himself, even though I never asked. As I swirled the thin film of the pottage with I shrugged my shoulders and sighed. Maybe we really haven't wasted time to research about the message bottle. No, if there was something that got out of this, it was a nod to those pages supposedly written by Maria One-chan, actually written by a different person faking her name. That person taking it upon themselves to write a code story, put it into a bottle as though it was the truth, and throw it into the sea. That's raises questions for me. Why go out the trouble writing so much in order to prepare a suspicious letter like that? With the message bottle, there would be no guarantee that it would ever pass into anyone's hands. If the luck had been bad, it could have sunk into the ocean and never been seen by anyone. If someone were to pick it up, they might have thrown it away without even thinking twice about it. Why did they trust their confession of the truth to the sea in such an uncertain method? Why did they write up multiple different tales? There had been one message bottle claiming that the story was truth would be reckless but impossible. However, because there were two, that made both of them doubtful. If one was plotting to make out those two mysterious days to be the work of a witch, that was really superfluous. And because there were two, it suggests that an undiscovered third one, or perhaps even more, might exist. In other words, the two having different contents was making it even harder to take either of them at face value. But despite the difference, the content of the two matched, and both tales told of a witch. Does that mean that this is what the writer wanted to tell us? I can only imagine this was a crime committed for pleasure, like someone wanted to create an illusion of a witch. But some of you, excluding Aunt Eva, had lost their lives in a vast inheritance, and maybe even 10 tons of gold changed hands behind the scenes. It just doesn't make sense for the confession coming at the end to be this fancy about a witch. I don't hear the magazine's reasoning to find extremely doubtful whether message bottles really are diaries. After all, the amount of writing was massive. It's hard to imagine that someone actually caught up in the middle of a serial murder like that would have been able to write it down. In that case, it's probably more realistic to say these diaries were written slowly over a long period of time before the day prior to the accident. In this case, would that mean that everything in Rokujima was premeditated and prepared for over a long stretch of time? God damn it, I always wanted to stop the string to go to bed and sleep on these things. Like, god damn it, I'm so interested. The fact that Aunt Eva left this world without saying anything is detestable. She told me on her deathbed. She said that the reason for not telling the truth was because it was the best way of harassing. By now I'm painfully aware of it. All the things Aunt Eva did to harass me, this was probably the last and the greatest. But now that I started thinking of it this way, it's really doubtful that Aunt Eva is the true culprit. Of course, this isn't because the handwriting in the message bottle differs from Aunt Eva's or anything like that. It's because in both discovered tales, Aunt Eva was included among the victims. If the writer of these diaries was the culprit, maybe Aunt Eva had also been one of the targets to be killed. Aunt Eva survived because something had gone wrong. This is my hate for Aunt Eva. I had believed until now that she had to be the culprit. But the existence of the message bottles As many suspect that mastermind is far more profound and unknown person than her. I looked at the clock. I'd asked everything I wanted to ask. Time to go. Genji speak fervently. I volunteered that I want to bring this discussion to a close. It seemed aware that he got excited and talked too much, and so he accepted this without resistance.
今日は本当にありがとうございました。
Thank you very much for today.
貴重なお話が聞けたと思い
Glad I've
ま
had
す。
the opportunity to hear your valuable stories.
いえいえ。
No, no.
ウィッチハントの新しい仲間に
Well, Melania
若
is
い
a new
お
friend
嬢
of the
さん
witch
をお迎え
hunt.
できて本当に楽しかったです。今日は歌詞を変えてしまったのでお見せできなかった貴
I
重
have
な
many
資
personal
料
documents
が
I
いく
couldn't
つ
show
も
you
あり
because
ま
this
す。
changed to a different venue.
次の機会の時
Be
に
glad to
は
know.
ぜひそ
Yeah,
れ
show
をお
them
見
to you
せ
at
し
the
ましょ
next
う。
chance we get.
ありがとう先生。
Thank you, Professor.
最後に聞いてもいい
Could
で
I
す
ask you
か？
one more thing?
はい、何でしょうか。
Yes, what is it?
先生はどうして魔女に、いえ、
Professor, what made you
神秘
interested in
学
wit?
や悪魔学に
No,
興
in
味を
occultism and demonology.
それを言われると恥ずかしい。
I must admit, being asked that is somewhat embarrassing.
不思議な力
Simply
が
put, I
使
used to
え
think
た
that
な
if only
ら
I could use magic,
意地悪
I
な
wouldn't be
学
beaten
大
by the
将
big
に
school
も負けない
bullies.
のに。という子供の頃の妄想
This
が
childhood fantasy mind
そのま
would
ま
trade
ラ
on
イ
to
フ
becoming
ワーク
my
になっ
life
てしま
work.
っただけです。未知なる力への憧れというプリミティブな願望は今も昔も普遍的ですからな。
Because that primitive learning for power unknown as is as universal today as it was in the past.
先生はなれるものなら
Professor,
魔女
if
に
you
なりたい
could,
ですか？
you become a witch.
思うがままに魔法
Still
を
dream
使
of
って
being able to use
みたい
magic
と
at will.
いう夢を今も。
もちろんですとも。
But of course!
この年に
Even though
な
at
り
this age I
そう
understand
いうも
rationally
の
that
が
there is no
実在
such
しないと
thing.
理屈では分かっていてもそれでもなお
I myself unable to forget my childlike dreams of flying in the sky and
鉄
turning
物を
scrap
黄金
iron
に
into
変えてみ
gold.
たいという子供のような夢は忘れられずにいます。学生たちにはどうか内密に。
If you would, please keep this a secret from my students.
私が実は魔女だと言ったら
If I told you that actually I am a witch,
お信じになります
will you believe it?
女は魔女であるというのが
My favorite
私の
theory
さ
is
さ
from
や
my
か
few
な女性
experiences with
経
women that they
験
are
から
all
の持論
witches.
で
Angie snorted at the old professor, who was undoubtedly an earnest scholar and likely had any experience with women at all.
そうそう。
Oh yeah.
最後にもう一つだけ質問
And one final question?
先生はメッ
Professor,
セージボトル
have
の
you
実
seen the
物を
original
ご覧になっ
message
た
bottle
ことは
itself?
ありますとも。
I have indeed.
ではその
In that
筆
case,
跡
you're
に
also
つい
well
て
acquainted
も
with the
詳しい
handwriting?
ですか？
もちろん
Of course.
その道の
Not
専
especially
門
in the
家で
area,
は
but
あ
at
りま
least
せ
when
ん
it
が
comes to the handwriting of
メ
the
ッセー
message
ジボ
bottle,
トルの筆
I'm proud
跡
to be
に
the
関
most
してだけ
knowledgeable
は
member in
日本で
Japan.
最も詳しいと自負していますとも。
At that point, Angie set a book on the table with a thud.
これは
And this is?
初めて見
I've
る
never seen
も
this
のです。
before. He prided himself on his thorough knowledge of all literature related to Rokujima. He looked wrote at this binding that he had never laid eyes on before. Ignoring him, Angie silently flipped through the pages, opened to one of them, and showed him. On that page was a handwritten paragraph beginning with, "To my dear witch apprentice." At the end, there was a signature in capitals that said Beatrice.
それは
What is? Instinct glanced at it. His face went pale. She knew the answer before asking, but Angie asked it aloud anyway.
このページに記されている文章の筆跡
The
は
handwriting that the
Message
paragraph on this
bottle
page matched the handwriting in the message bottles.
いや 持ち帰って詳しく調べないことには。
Well, I would have to take this home and investigate it and do to part of wrestling. But what is that
この本は
book?
一体どこに？
Where did you? Man stretched out his hand, but Angie nimbly pulled it out of his reach, as though telling him not to touch it with his dirty hands. Thank you.
その反応だけ
Just
で
that
結構です。
reaction is all I need.
今日はありがとうござ
Thank
い
you
ま
very
し
much
た。
for today.
これ、お約束の謝
Here's the
礼
reward
で
I
す。
promised. As she stood clutching at Marie's diary, Angie casually tossed a wad of 10,000 notes wrapped with a band on the paper. She turned back to him and laid to leave the man raised voice as though clinging to her. Angie never stopped walking.
お願いだ。
I beg of you,
その本は一
what in the world is
体。
that book?
謝礼はいらない。その本を見せて
I
く
don't
れ。
need a word, just please show me that book.
私とあなたはウィッチハントの同志だけど、
Both you and I are
求める
fellow
深
witch
さが違う。
hunters, but it looks like we aren't pursuing it on the same level.
あなたが楽し
You're
んでい
entertaining
る
yourself
の
with the
は猫箱の
outside
外側。
yourself with the outside of the cat
そ
box.
して私が知りたいのは、
What I want to know about is the inside of the cat
そ
box.
してこの一
This book
冊
is the
は
key to opening it.
その猫箱を開く鍵ね。あなたには過ぎてるわ。
It's too good for you.
じゃあね。
Well then,
Goodbye, gentlemen. Have a nice day.
goodbye, gentlemen. Have a nice day.
待ってくれ。
But please wait!
すまねえさん。
Sumadera-san! His voice didn't reach her. Barry joined up with Amakusa and gone into the car.
収穫はありましたか？
Oh, did you find anything?
最後の最後にね。
At the very end.
やっぱりそうだった。
I was right.
メッセージボトルを記し
The
た
one who
の
wrote the message bottles
ベアトリーチェ
was
本人。
Beatrice herself.
そいつはクールだ。
Now that's cool!
魔女は実
No,
在す
settle
る
it.
で
Is
決
it? The
着
witch
で。
exists?
さあね、
Who knows?
寝ていい？
Mind if I sleep?
あのおしゃべり教授。
By that prowling professor gets lost in his own little world and lectures, and this kid's falling asleep left, right, and
寝ちゃ
center.
う子続出だと思うわ。
どうぞどうぞお休みを。
Sure, take a rest.
しかし、うまくいくもんね。
That went really well.
あいつ。
I think I
私のこと、
believed I was
スマデラ
Sumadera
だと
until
最
the
後ま
very
で
end.
信じてたわ。
Sumadera family had cast out a net beforehand for over any people Angie might try to contact. They offered a reward for anyone who could detain Ushiromiya Angie as if she appeared. Angie had foreseen that and snatched it away. Kakasu of Sumadera, after skillfully tricking the man by saying her own subordinates would set up an ambush, she had taken him with her. So when Sumadera pursuers reached the Perez's house, there was no longer anyone
家
there.
人の話では午前中に
According to the family, a young man and woman calling themselves Sumadera visited this
教授
morning.
を連れ出し
They
た
guys were out with them
まだ
and
帰
still
宅
have
し
not
ないそうで
returned.
す裏をかかれた可能性
The
が
chance we were being outmaneuvered horribly.
いけないごめんエンジちゃんは
What a bad child Angie Chan is.
そういう
I
悪
wonder
知
if
恵
that craftiness is from Neson's blood. Dirty as it is, I can't expect much else.
あんなに名乗るのは嫌だと
I
言
think
っ
that you
て
would
た
catch
ス
you
マ
taking
デ
the
ラの
name
名を
Sumadera just slings so often how she hates cars so bad.
そのうち教授もお戻りになるだろう
Professor should be returning soon.
そしたらソチャでも振る舞わないと
When he does, we must serve him some tea.
了解
Yes.
しました。
Understood.
私を手玉に取ったつもり
I
か
wonder
し
if she thinks she's leading her around by the nose.
やんちゃな子なんだから
Oh, she is such a naughty child.
The dumb-eyed look on her face, Kasumi violently stamped her heel. Jessica's piercing shriek rang out. That was because Jessica's scream was the loudest. The same thing spelled out of Valor and George's mouths as well. Eva, just like Nachi, spread her arms with a terrible expression right at the kids. George, take everyone and return the mansion! Quickly! Right now! When Nachi spread her arms, I thought she was trying to prevent us from advancing any further. However, right now, that wasn't why Eva was spreading her arms. Because her right arm is always doing something behind her back. What is she hiding there? Is this some kind of joke? Is it? Yes! We got it right. I've seen this kind of cheap scene all too often. In manga, TV, anime movies, and visual novels about crickets that won't be released for 20 years. I'd seen it over and over again. It was just seeing something appear in real life that I had seen plenty times before in those more sensational movies, wasn't it? Alone shouldn't. But that suit, it's that old bastard, isn't it? I get it, that's on Kraus. And Kiri-san and Auntie Rosa? Wow. Dad! You mustn't, Jessica! You mustn't go! You mustn't look! Especially Dota, he's real! He's fucked up! Okay! Dad! Rigor mortis is set in the guard's entire body. Probably at least 6 hours to pass since death. As far as I can tell by looking at the damn mirror, this priority they were murdered by half-naked demon girls. I'm a fat old man, and girls are telling my area of expertise! I'm hungry. And Nazi caught Desi in her arms, and Eva caught George on a key. So I was the only one who could approach the entrance of the storehouse. If only there had been someone to catch me too. When I needed to have this horrible evil scene burned in my eyes. No, that's not it. I'm saying here not because people who catch me aren't here, but because people who would catch me are sticky and gross, aren't they? Just like Jessica said, it looked like Sora used to keep guarding tools and corpses and stuff. A lawnmower with extra blades, a grass stick and a hammer. I saw in Haju Taipei's left arm. Pot of plants and bags of that shit you feed plants with. And treat just the same the corpses of people that have been laid to rest there. No, I've been thrown in there. I can tell by their clothes. That would bastard Kiri-san, Uncle Kraus and Auntie Rosa. Further back, Gore and still more of them? Yeah, how many people died? Yeah, I can't even count on one hand. God fucking damn it! Oh, grandfather could do it with his feet, right? Damn him. I don't know whether I've been one of those guarding tools which, if used for something other than their intent purpose, could definitely be wielded with a naked brutality. Oh, wait, that just sounds wrong. I don't let Beto hear me say stuff like that. There's no way I'll ever come to a place like this again. Can't decide for about the zillionth time that day. As it did, the lighting changed, and the standing audience started cheering. Looking around, I realized there were suddenly a large number of people here. And on the road, they were all guys. The huge crowd, I couldn't even see the stage. Fortunately, there was a fallen beer case nearby, so I tried using that as a footstool. As I noticed, there was now a new group on the stage. The leader was my lady. She had changed her stage clothes and was even holding a guitar. Didn't know she could play. No, maybe she could. I've even seen her pressing air guitar before. Naturally, Sama wouldn't approve of any hobbies outside studying. Maybe she was always practicing in secret. Come think that she's been returning really late from school recently, hasn't she? Maybe she's been practicing at school, far away from Nachi-sama's prying eyes. It really is best that Nachi-sama didn't come. If my lady were to get scolded by Nachi-sama after doing so many hours of practicing, she would be very dejected.
Everyone, thanks for gathering here today!
I hear Jessica-sama's forceful voice through the speakers. Jessie-sama? Maybe that's her nickname at school? The students in the audience kept calling out that name. I was aggravated by that inferior name, which was inappropriate for my lady. Jessica-sama was great spirits, so they kept calling her Jessie-sama. They were probably all her fans. With her mic performance, she was responding to that and firing the place up. It was almost like a song program on TV. At first I thought all this was frivolous, but that feeling out changed in appreciation. This is incredible in its own way. Ken never listened to music of his own free will, but he often heard the kind of music that people in the Ushimo Romia family liked. Since that was almost all classical music, Ken naturally started liking classical music too. To Ken, the songs Jessica and others were singing were, how should you say it? Very modern. Any case, I thought that if Nachi-sama heard it, she would probably faint. Is that canon as Reimu? This is fucking great. That's totally canon, right? That's totally supposed to be canon, right? That's great. I love it. Everyone looked like they were having a real good time. Die-hard fans who had even brought pen lights sang along. Dancing crazy with the exact same moves as though it had been planned ahead. On the stage, Jessie somehow was sang enthusiastically, dripping with sweat. Couldn't find a single member that was appropriate for a daughter of the Ushiro family, but it looked like she was having a lot of fun. Jessie-sama! Jessie! Again, today, behind me, the sound footsteps. Shiromiya stalking, curses disappearances, static raises torture. Onikakushi, do you eat it? Don't say Marissa! I couldn't keep up with the atmosphere, but anyway, my lady was full of life and looked like she was having a great time. As I look at my lady having a great time, I thought, is this what Ushiromiya Jessica is really like? Did someone make new art for this too? That's really cool. Do I know better than anyone just how badly life on Rokujima kills your own sense of self? Then the time she spent, it's not as my lady, the sex of the Ushiromiya family. A single girl called Jessica, living a life you voiced might very well be very important to her. I worked close to my lady, saw her in all her seasons, and I thought I knew everything about her. But I was only a single limited cipher, my lady of Rokujima.